This earthship house was built 13 years ago. It's quite big house. It's about 31 meters by 8 meters. What happened to this house after that? This is what I want to share with people who about to build earthship. All the interior walls were built with adobe bricks to absorb more heat. This is the tiles that we used to build this house. It's about 800 of them. The back wall of this house was built from tiles, and we cover them with soil and plastic and another soil to make berm over it like this. The wall in the garage is plywood wall and plaster with mud. Also, the front part of it, we plaster with mud, some of them, and then most of them we do wooden wall because it exposed to the rain. Wooden wall help a lot. This first room, when we go into the house, the color still look good and everything very good condition in this room. And then when we walk to the living room, the table that we see next to the window, this used to be the garden before, but later we changed this house into Airbnb. Nobody take care of the garden, so we stopped growing vegetable here. We have wooden stove in the living room to help in the winter. So the living room, dinner table, and the kitchen is in the same area. This is quite big area and very comfortable to cook and chatting and eating together here. All the ceiling made from beetle kills pine. We collect from the forest and hire some people to cut it for us. It still look exactly the same, look very good in 10 years. This is the door to the pantry room. It's open like this. Everything look good. Inside the pantries, there are not many things now because it's summer. But in the winter, we have to store a lot of canned food, a lot of dry food, because it's hard to go out. This is the first bedroom. Have 2 beds here with a sink and mirrors here and cupboard. Everything still look the same. Color look beautiful as before. The second bedroom, similar. This room still in the good shape. Everything look the same. Nothing to fix at all. The third bedrooms in the back of the house. This bedroom has no window nearby the bed. So this room is colder than every room in the house. So the desire to have the bedroom far away from the window, from the sun, is not very nice because it's quite cold here. We built the bathroom with adobe wall to block between the bedroom and the window. We think that this wall, adobe wall, gonna absorb a lot of heat and release heat in the night time, but actually the room is too big. The adobe walls did not help much at all, so it make the bedroom behind a little bit too cold in the night time. This room is like study room or the theater where we can sit and be quiet or watch movies here. Or if we have more people, we can pull out the bed. It can to bedroom also. So far, most of the house look good. The color, this is clay color, still look good. There's nothing to fix, especially inside is work very well. And the floor, this is earthen floor. We made earthen floor from the soil in this area, quite sandy, but we paint with linseed oil many times. It's still okay. The floor still very hard and look in good shape. There's a little bit tiny spot that have problem with something too heavy hit it. But in general, it's quite hard. You can scratch it like this. There's no line. Earthen floor work pretty good so far. The first problem we have is the sharp edge of the wall chip off like this, the wall of the bedroom. We need to fix this. The second problem is the wall in the back side have big crack here. It's because of this wall is lower than the ground. The ground, the top of the ground is in the book's level. So when it's lower than the ground, the water from the rain can seep into that room and it creates cracking in the wall. So the solution, we think about to take off this wall and put foam, big piece of foam, about 1 inch or 2 inches thick, to put on the wall first, and then we plaster on top of the foam. So it will help to prevent moisture from the wall. That may be help. That's the idea that we're going to fix this wall. The third problem is when we plaster on the wooden wall, it cracked a lot. And we found that all the plaster on the wooden in the climate like this, it will crack a lot because of the sun, the hot sun and the rain. It will not last very long. So it's better to put lath or chicken wire or any thick nets. It will help to hold better. You can see this area. We plaster mud or clay on the plywood directly, and it start to crack like this after 10 years. The fourth problem that we found is the window. We call the truth window. We put glass window on the wall so people can see that behind the wall is tires. But this windows crack because of the shifting of the soil. What we will do with this truth window is we're going to change the glass window, but we're going to put some foam or straw on top of the glass to make it able to move. We have learned so much from building this adobe, this earthship. The adobe wall and clay paint working so well inside. The interior look great mostly. There's not much problem at all. We do tin roof. It worked pretty good too, because this tin roof, we play a lot up there. We hang out there. We play badminton up there, and then it's a place for setting the solar heater water too. This help a lot. So the metal sheet or strong barn roof is work very well. In the early time of earthship, people love to make the big glass window in the south facing side of the house, so they can turn into greenhouse. They grow vegetable there, and they said it will help the house to get more heat. But later on, many people said that it's too hot in the summer there. So we change the style. We make the front part of the house with straight wall, straight window, but we found that it's a little bit too cold in summer. People who are about to build earthship, I think it's important to go visit many earthship that people build and learn from them so we will make less mistake.